The science continues. Expedition 45, the next group of astronauts going up to the International Space Station, have made their unofficial poster Star Wars themed.
It's a year of Star Wars, ladies and gentlemen, and may the Force be with those gentlemen. This is Space News. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Space News. I'm Marcus. That's Kevin. Before we get into the news, I just want to pimp out a little bit. Pimp out's probably not the right word, but I want to tell you about a little documentary called If I Die on Mars. It's about the the Mars One candidates, specifically 3 that are interviewed by The Guardian. It's a very nice short video. It's very personal. Like, it gets into very deep questions. Check out the link for it in the description below. It'll also be posted on our blog in the future. But now, down to what you actually came for, the news. We're starting off with the European Space Agency.
Right, so the ESA is looking into reusable space technology, much like pretty much everyone is these days, because that's the next frontier of where all the technology is going to go.
Exactly.
So their intermediate experimental vehicle is basically like, it looks like a mini shuttle almost, except it's very small.
It looks like the front, if you just took off the front part of the shuttle, yeah.
So the point of this isn't to land on a runway or anything. It's purely a test of how something behaves during re-entry and how well it survives. And this test flight went perfectly. Yeah. So 100-minute flight, re-entered, landed in the Pacific, I believe. Yeah. And it was recovered successfully. So they got lots of good data from that.
All good news. And this is perfect because it actually leads into sort of what we're talking about next, which is SpaceX, who already have unmanned vehicles going up and doing all sorts of things.
Right.
But in particular, this week, after 2 delays, they finally launched the DSCOVR, the Deep Space Climate Observatory, into space, which will monitor space weather, essentially.
Yeah, so DSCOVR has a long history. It was first called Triana. It has been unofficially named GORSAT a few times. Yeah. Because of the politics that originally started it.
Right.
Because it was originally meant to just observe the Earth, but eventually got transformed into both observing the sun and observing the sunlit side of the Earth permanently.
Right.
And so, in order for it to get to a location where it can do that, SpaceX needed to go outside of Earth orbit for the first time.
Yes.
So that just made the mission historic on its own right.
It's exciting.
But one of the things that they wanted to do for this flight was to try another barge landing. But unfortunately, the weather in the Atlantic wasn't cooperating, so even though it was clear skies during launch, there were 3-story-tall waves by the barge.
Poseidon said no, Elon Musk. And Elon Musk said, screw you, Poseidon. We're going to try and not really land this thing anyway. But they ended up getting it into the water 10 meters from the
within
barge?
a 10... No,
not from the barge, but from
they had a target area,
yeah.
And they got it within 10 meters, so within 30 feet.
And it was upright, ladies and gentlemen. Now, if you remember from the last video that we showed you that it came in at an angle, and that was the major problem of it crashing into the barge. But because during even this bad weather situation, it came into the water upright. This is a huge step forward.
It meant that even if the weather had been perfect, we would have had our first barge landing.
It would have been spot on. It would have been very exciting. I mean, it's exciting anyway. So we know that the next time this happens, we're going to get a barge landing. People are going to be raising their hands, field goal, 10-point landings. It's going to be excellent. And
Elon Musk has, kind of jokingly, mostly seriously, started discussing upgrades to the barge. It seems that he's not satisfied with 3-story tall waves disrupting his plans. Normally it can keep stable during 90% of weather conditions that it'll face. This was the extreme.
Of course.
And Elon Musk wants it to be able to take the extreme. So we'll see what happens.
No, he's basically going to end up building a giant robot that sits in the middle of the ocean to catch this thing and carry it back to shore. I'm telling you. Jaegers are in our future, thanks to Elon Musk.
It would be him.
It would be him. Yeah, I mean, that's all that we have. Thank you for watching. If you want to help support the show, you can go buy t-shirts over at outofspacetv.spreadshirt.com. They're pretty, and they're colorful, and they have our cool logos on them that we designed. Besides that, keep on watching, and we'll see you out there.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching today's video. You can like and subscribe down below, as well as comment on all the different subjects that we talked about today. You can find other content elsewhere on the internet, so look for those links. You can also watch a random video of our channel right here. Thanks for watching.